We're Helen and Tim Travel, a husband and wife duo based in the Pacific Northwest with a goal to see the world one mountain at a time. Our next adventure brings us to the Three Sisters Wilderness just outside of Bend, Oregon, where we spend a one-night backpacking trip on the Broken Top Trail. We spend one night along this beautiful alpine area with some friends and our dogs, and then we explore a little bit more of Bend and beyond. Good morning. We are in the Bend area, hiking Broken Top today. Got about a 12-mile round trip total, spending one night out in the backcountry with a few friends. Got a permit for the Broken Top Crater Ditch area. I think we have about a 3,000 elevation gain total on this hike, so not too bad. Hi. Hi, Romeo. Starting from the Todd Lake Trailhead. Guess who's here? In their floofy dog, Romeo. We started our Broken Top backpacking trip at 8 a.m. So originally our backcountry permit was supposed to start at the Crater Ditch Trailhead, but the gate was still closed for the season, so we had an alternative option of starting at the Todd Lake Trail.
I'm taking a picture of you taking a picture. Our first expansive view of the Broken Top area. Such a beautiful summer day. We are about 2 miles into the hike. Just made it to the Soda Creek, Todd Lake Junction.
This backpacking trip has been on our list for a few years now. We've heard so many wonderful things about the beautiful alpine environment that is actually very rare for parts of Oregon.
It's beautiful Mount Bachelor. It's such a beautiful place. There's Broken Top. We are about 3.5 miles in. We have 2.5 miles left until we drop camp. We are going to hike up to No Name Lake today, and then we're going to this glacier overlook. That's our final destination, but we aren't going to carry packs past No Name Lake because I don't like carrying weight. Tracy, hi.
Yeah. So you're kind of looking right into the crater.
Made it to the wilderness boundary.
We found an awesome camping spot just off the Broken Top Trail in this really flat, large area where our group were able to spread out. We set up a hammock, we got really comfortable, took a break before we hiked up to No Name Lake.
On our way to our campsite for the night, we found a beautiful one overlooking the valley, but there is no water source and we'd rather have access to water because it's always nice to filter water so we don't have to pack it in, and also the dogs can get in and cool off during the heat of the day. Romeo enjoying the snow. Look at the little Samoyed, he's so cute. They're finally friends. Good girl.
Nice bag.
Camp for the night. Yeah. Got views of Bachelor, Broken Top. Nice flat sandy area. Haven't seen any other backpackers yet. It's a nice little spot. Solid hammock choice here. Say hi, Tim.
Hi.
So we've been living in Portland, Oregon for 4 years now. So about 2 years ago, we found financial independence, retire early. And so a big goal of ours is to essentially save a lot of money, 40 to 50% of our income or more.
Yep.
So we can really have a good cushion for one day when we get to travel full time and be location independent. That is the dream. Someday. Just a few fun facts about Broken Top. It lies in the Cascade Range in Oregon, sitting in the Three Sisters Wilderness, which covers a span of over 280,000 acres, making it the second largest wilderness area in Oregon. Broken Top sits at over 9,177 feet tall. It is a glacially eroded complex stratovolcano that last erupted roughly 100,000 years ago. And the erosion of the glaciers reduced the volcano's cones to what it looks like today, the exposure of the volcanic rock. A few things to consider when you're planning your Broken Top backcountry trip. As of this year, the U.S. Forest Service has put together a permitting program in place to protect the overcrowding of the trails in the Three Sisters area, so make sure you're mindful of the dates that you have to have a permit, and it's between May 28th and September 24th. And you do have to obtain the permits in advance. We did. We booked back in April for a summer backpacking trip, and also there's an opportunity to book backpacking trip overnight permits 7 days in advance, as well as a day use option. And the backcountry permits are only $6 for your entire group. It covers up to 12 people and your dogs that you bring along. And if you are doing day use only, so just a day hike, no backcountry camping, you only have to pay $1. But make sure you plan ahead because there are quotas for this area as of this year. And as always, for the most updated information, check out the U.S. Forest Service website, where you can also head to recreation.gov and search Central Cascades Wilderness Overnight Permits for more information and the most updated information on how to obtain a permit.
So we made it to the top of the overlook. Clear day of Middle South Sister all the way to Jefferson. Gracie's fashionable right now. Look at her.
Give her some shade.
She's really tired. Aw, what a cute baby.
The view at Bend Glacier Viewpoint really took our breath away. There were expansive views to the north from the saddle on the Broken Top Ridge. You could see the Three Sisters, Mount Washington, Mount Jefferson, even all the way out to Mount Hood because it was so clear. We just sat up here and took it all in for over 45 minutes and had a snack, and it was just perfect for what we needed.
The doggies are friends! Yeah! Coming back down from Broken Top. Really, really lovely hike. Back now, heading to camp.
Tim found a deer head, a deer skeleton.
Well, the entire skeleton.
One
Something
in the
had a nice
femur.
dinner over here.
I saw Tim licking it clean.
Yeah. Bone marrow.
Gracie wants to find out what it is. What's for dinner? Spicy Southwest style skillet chicken butt. What's for dinner?
What?
What's for dinner?
Tonight we are eating Mountain House beef stroganoff.
All of us literally have the entire mountain meal line. During the evening, we had the entire valley to ourselves at camp. We were just blown away by how beautiful everything was, the amazing rivers that we had access to, and also the stunning views of Mount Bachelor in the distance and silhouettes of distant mountains. It was overall a great weekend catching up with friends and to enjoy a piece of Oregon that has been on our list for far too long.
Gracie has made her bed on my legs. I guess we can keep each other warm tonight, huh, Grace? What do you think?
Good morning. It was really windy last night. I got really cold. I was like bundled up and so couldn't stay too warm.
Words can't let them bring you down. Still, silence will drown the sound.
Good morning, Gracie. Tim making our breakfast. Having breakfast skillet this
Breakfast
morning.
skillet. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. I feel like meals and camping are my favorite things, so. And Tim.
And coffee.
Well, I actually don't drink coffee, but you do.
I drink enough for two.
Yeah, you do.
Disconnecting from the hustle of life is always very tough for us, so we try to make an effort to get out into the backcountry, into the mountains, to backpack and disconnect and reset ourselves. We think that this place is hands down one of the most beautiful hikes in Oregon. Our favorite part was hiking up to No Name Lake, just taking in the views of the majestic, jagged volcanic peaks, rainbow rocks, and pristine glacial waters that were turquoise blue makes this place one of the most unique places to backpack in the state of Oregon.
We have made it back to the trailhead at Todd Lake. Overall, we left the campsite about 8 a.m. hiking out from the valley. It only took us about a little over 2 hours, so not bad at all.
So we are out from the backcountry, headed into town of Bend. We are going to grab lunch at one of our favorite places in town. It's called Bangers and Brews. We love a good sausage after a really long hike. But first off, we are headed to Blockbuster, the last Blockbuster in all of the country. I know it's probably something that everybody hears about when they go to Bend, but it's on my list, and I've wanted to go for the last 4 years, and Tim, I finally convinced him to go with me. But just a little recap on our hike. We really had a nice time. What would you rate? I think Tim's rating of the hike is a lot less than mine. I thought it was
solid 7.
7, okay.
7.
I personally, after seeing all the footage, I personally think it was a 9 and a half out of 10, just because of how secluded it is now. We didn't actually get to summit because we had our dog, and it's just not feasible for little doggy paws and feet to be on that type of rocky material for long periods of time because their paws aren't used to it. So maybe one day. I would say that it is absolutely my favorite hike that we've done so far in the Bend Deschutes area.
Yeah, I would agree.
Our friends Tiff and Colby were visiting from the Tacoma, Washington area, and they've never been to the Bend area, so we really wanted to show them around. We decided to make a first stop at the famous and last Blockbuster in the whole entire United States. It was such a nostalgic trip for me, and honestly, it has been on my list for quite a while, so I'm glad we made it happen.
Do you remember the days when you come to rent a video and it says there's none available, and then you try to have them check the bin? It does not happen anymore because probably nobody watches DVDs, but it's okay. We won't judge you if you do. Be kind, rewind. So we didn't have a lot of money growing up, but I remember Video Update, Blockbuster, they had the 99-cent section, so that's all we could afford. And I remember just getting excited when my mom let me pick out 2 DVDs. Oh, such good times. I miss childhood.
Tim said that I couldn't get a t-shirt, and I laughed because that's something I totally would not do unless it's at a national park. But I did get some snacks, Chex Mix, and a Chico stick. My friend said that she used to eat these when she was a kid, and it's like a peanut butter with coconut. It looks yummy. What's hiking without a nice meal afterwards? We stopped at our favorite restaurant in Bend. It's called Bangers and Brews. They sell gourmet sausages with an Argentinian flair. My all-time favorite thing on the menu is the Bangers and Mash, which comes with mashed potatoes, a sausage of your choice, and gravy and caramelized onions on top. I'm a big fan of the smoked apple sausage, and Tim really loves to get the specials on the menu when he goes. So we took a detour. Now we are at the Newberry National Volcanic Monument. We've been wanting to see this place for many years now.
Yes.
And what better way and what better excuse to see a new stop? And I don't know what else to say right now.
Well, we're just trying to burn some time, so why not stop by and see what's here?
Yeah, our campsite isn't checking in till 4, so
so we have about an hour to check new things out, so let's see what's here.
The Newberry National Volcanic Monument is worth the stop. It's 45 minutes outside of Bend. It's an area with over 54,000 acres of lakes, lava flows, and geological features that really enhance your visit of Central Oregon that I feel like are the most prominent, the volcanic rocks. One of our favorite stops in the Newberry Volcanic Monument is Paulina Peak, and you can actually drive straight up to it or you can hike up to it as well, and it showcases views of different cascade peaks as well as calderas and even the high desert. So we drove up to the Newberry Volcanic Monument. Now we're driving down because apparently cars are not allowed, and private vehicles are not allowed. You have to take a shuttle up here, and my bad, we got not yelled at, but a ranger let us know, and she had said, "You didn't see all the signs?" And we said no, clearly they were not well defined, but note to self, don't drive your private vehicle, take the shuttle up. It is beautiful because you can see all these amazing lava flows spreading throughout, and all of the volcanoes are out on a clear day. Originally, we were just going to find free dispersed camping in the Deschutes National Forest, but we didn't want to bet on finding a campsite last minute, especially on a Saturday night, so we booked a one-night stay at the East Lake Campground at the edge of the beautiful East Lake in the caldera of the Newberry volcano. It was just beautiful to be able to watch the sunset go down from our camp, and it was just a great ending to a fantastic weekend backpacking in Bend.